Okay, so the last video I did hasn't come out yet, but it was a bacon stuffed chicken thighs and chicken breast stuffed with cream cheese and mozzarella cheese. And as you can see, as usual, it starts to leak out. So today we got to clean this. It is rather dirty. I've probably made about 10 or 12 cooking videos and I haven't cleaned it. So today is a cleaning day. So let me show you how I clean my Pit Boss Austin XL smoker. Hope you enjoy. So I want to scrape it, get off as much of the big stuff as we can. I'm not worried about getting the grills perfectly clean because they are seasoned, but I want to get off all the big nasty stuff. Guys, make sure you have a pair of gloves with you because you don't want to get all this greasiness all over your hands and then on your clothes. I am going to call that good for now. Move that to the side and we'll rinse and repeat. We'll get all these grates done and then we'll work on the big guy. Now what we want to do is we want to work on this shield here. Okay, get yourself a scraper, any kind of scraper, and what you want to do is you just want to scrape all this hard stuff off of it. Now I know a lot of guys out there, they'll put aluminum foil and they'll put aluminum foil on here and it protects it. And to me, it's just a waste of aluminum foil because you got to keep on replacing aluminum foil after you cook on it 2 or 3 times. When, I mean, really all you got to do is just scrape it down a little bit and it's fine. All right, anyway, work on getting this all scraped off the best you can. And when we come back, I'll show you the next step. Alrighty, so if anyone has the Austin XL and they had that grate that slides back and forth, easiest way that I learned to take this thing apart is there's a little tab right here. Lift this tab up and slide it right out. And then what you need to do is over here, pardon me, you need to unscrew this. Okay, unscrew that. And then, sorry about that. And then all you need to do is slide it out. That's it. Don't lose this. I like to screw it right back on there so that way I don't lose it. I know that it's there. And then you just take your brush and just brush it down. Put that to the side. We'll work on the next part. The next part is now that the bar is out of there, you can lift this slide plate right up. Now what I like to do is I lift it up, knock it down, knock off any of the dirt that's on there. All right, I like that. Looks good. This is the big mama here. This is the big one. Before you take this out, I want you to scrape as much of this top gook off as you can and put it down underneath of the burner. All right, get as much as you can off of there. Main reason is because you don't want it all falling all over the place when you go to pull it out. I can't even speak right now. It's particularly important to make sure that you get all these grooves as clean as you can because these are your grip grooves that will allow all your fat and everything to run down into your bucket down there. So you want to make sure you get these grooves as clean as you can. Okay, so now to take off this face shield or plate, you have 2 little tongues right here and 2 little eyes. You're gonna lift that up just like that. Twist it. Take the camera out and lift it up just like that. When it's in this position here, I like to take one of my little brushes and just brush off that extra gook that's on there. Put everything right in the box because you're going to vacuum the box after this. You can look inside the box here, and as you can see, it is fairly full of soot and all kinds of goodies in here. What I first want to do is I want to try to get as much of this stuff as I can in the middle over here so I can vacuum it up. Alrighty, so we have gone ahead and scraped all the sides down and like that. I got everything to one side here so we can go ahead and vacuum that up. But there's one very important piece I want to show you guys. And it's this right here. See this? This is where your drip pan is. This is where all your juicings and drippings and everything slide down those two grooves like I was telling you, and make sure they're nice and clean. You want to make sure that you get all the gook out of here so that way there it could go run right down the spout and right into your bucket. So let's work on that next. Alrighty, so we have one very important piece of equipment left that needs to be clean. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it does need to be cleaned. And that right there, that is your thermostat. That's what controls your grill in here. So just get yourself a damp cloth, okay, and just wipe up and down. Get as much off it as you can. Get in there, nice and clean. All right, like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect, but if you can, as you can see a little bit of metal. That's what you want. You want a little bit of metal so you can see it. That way there, it reads the right temperature. Very important, guys. Now you can go ahead and take the two screws out, take that whole bolt right out, take this whole bracket out of here and get down even deeper, but you really don't need to. That's the important part right there. All right, let's get the vacuuming this out. And when we're done, we'll put it all back together. All right, last thing we're going to do is vacuum up. We're going to vacuum up. This is the burner assembly here. This is where all the fire comes out. You can see a bunch of ashes in there. Get that vacuumed out, and we are almost done. Then 10 seconds later, voila, we are all done. All right, let's put this bad boy back together. And this is a simple, easy part too. I'll show you how to do that.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive. We can rebuild him. We have the technology. We can make him better than he was. Better, stronger, faster.
All right, grates are on. All right, so since your pit boss does not have a self-cleaning mode, you want to turn it on, push the dial, and I want to turn it all the way up 500 degrees. That's the max temperature, 500. Well, you're going to let that run, come up the temperature, and we're going to reseason those grates, and it'll be good as new. And by the way, the last part is optional. You don't have to crank your smoker up to 500 and do all that. If you want, you can take the grates, sit them in some hot water, hot soapy water, and wash them down that way. Save yourselves a bunch of time. I personally like to do it this way because it also helps clean up anything that might have, any debris or anything that might be in there, any oil or stuff that you want to get off of there. It just is going to get pushed right on out through the tray. Anyway, going to take a few minutes to get this up to temperature. Alrighty, folks, so we are done. As you can see, all that extra stuff already burned off and everything like that. The grills are getting nice and clean. So all you got to do is just put everything back together, and we are practically done. Now what you want to do is, after the grates cool down, you want to take a little bit of oil, and you just want to wipe all the grates down, so that way you don't risk any of the grates getting any rust on it. But you don't want to do it while it's still piping hot, or you might just catch them on fire. And you don't want that. Fire in the box is a good thing. Fire outside the box, bad thing. That's your tip of the day. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Until next time, as always, God bless and happy eats.